Keep it positive now, lads, alright?
Philly, I suppose disappointing result here in Mullingar against Leitrim. Probably never really kind of got going with the wind in that first half. Just the 3 points to show for. You probably knew it was going to be a difficult test in the second half then against it, but just the lads never really got up to it at all here today.
No, we didn't. Whatever happened, we just seemed to be very flat from the off. We just didn't get our hands on the ball. They denied us possession. We didn't press them where we wanted to press them. We seemed to sit back with the wind and just not get out, not get to their ball carriers. And going into half time with 3 points wasn't good enough. But look, the one thing I'll give the lads, we finished very strong and we'll be very happy with the way we finished. We've asked all year, I think people have to be patient with us. It's a young team, you can see the age profile of it. It's a building block. We're on a journey. The journey wasn't great today, but hopefully it'll take us a bit further next year. We had hoped to come here. We know we're meeting Leitrim in the league next year, and we'd hoped to come and set a marker, but unfortunately they probably set it more than we did. So we have to be a little bit more clinical next year.
Yeah, and I suppose the game in general, the goals were the difference in the first half for Leitrim. It was only 4 scores to 2, I think, at half time, but it was 2-2 to 3 on the scoreboard. The goals were the difference, and we had a couple of half chances at down the other end, but it was just kind of that day where nothing was clicking. A few 2-pointers went wide early, and it was just that kind of...
Yeah, it just didn't happen. Stephen had a shot early in the game. Normally he'd pop it over, but we wouldn't stop a fella shooting. We want him to shoot. We want an average of 30 shots in every match. If we can score 2/3 of that, that's 20 scores we get, but we're not hitting that target. So it's something we look at when we review the year, and it was just disappointing. You play with the wind and you don't get your hands on the ball. You want to be playing with the ball. You can't play without it. It's a lot of work to do when you don't have it.
There was lots of positives for the season in general, in terms of a lot of the younger players have been transitioned through from last year's 20s team. We've seen a couple of this year's 20s teams, and Dahi and Owen O'Connell making their first starts, and there's other lads there to come. I suppose there is the positives from the year in general is those lads, and the stamp the likes of Keane Smith and Micheál Freeney and Shane Ryan have made on the team this year.
Yeah, I suppose if you look at the team, Shane, Keane, Micheál came off the 20 panel last year, as did Jack O'Neill. That's 4 straight into the starting team. Then you have Dahi and Owen, that's 2 off the 20s. That's 6 lads straight away. There has to be just a little bit of patience given to us. We are trying to build it, and that's not to this. We don't want the older fellas forgotten about either. Stephen had a big impact in the game there today. Mark Stokes as well. He'll hate me for calling him an older fella, but anyway. A few of the lads, in fairness, they're very seasoned campaigners, and it hurts them as well to lose today. They want to win, they want to be successful, they want to push on. We have agreed, and I hope that we will agree that we'll stick together as a group. We don't want to hemorrhage players over the summer. We want a good club campaign out of a lot of lads. That's what we're looking to get, and we'll hope to keep them together, as many players as we can, and move into next year with the same crew.
Yeah, we were just talking about that with some of the supporters around here on full time, just that all the lads who've transitioned through this year, and there's good lads coming in behind them, and the minors and under 20s have had success in recent years, but the key thing is staying together, and it's not a fact of next year where there's another 20 new lads, and that's going to be the key going forward. Yeah,
look, I've said it at the end of the game here that this group is very resilient. Again, their commitment cannot be questioned. We had 42 there involved in the panel at the latter end of the year, and to a man 42 people are in training every night. We've said from the outset of the year, you're not going to keep everybody happy, but they've come back again, and again they've done what they've been asked to do, and it's been tremendous. So we're hoping that when they go away during the summer and reflect, that they'll stick with us.
I suppose it's funny the way it goes. Leitrim were all year waiting for a win. Tipp probably got their wins at the start of the league and start of the championship, so in terms of building that momentum, I suppose it's a pity in a way to end on a loss like that.
It is. I probably felt that at the start of the year we got a big bounce, and I was surprised that we got such a good start. I shouldn't say that, but we're probably we did fall off it. We had a draw and 2 wins, and then we just didn't get a result after that. So it's disappointing. The Tailteann Cup has been poor for us. We lost to Kildare by 14. We lost here today, a nice defeat. But we did keep going. That's the one thing. We were the strongest team in the last 10 minutes, so I'd be happy with that from that point of view. Just results went against us. If you go back through the year that we had, London, Limerick, we were in the game. We picked up injuries. We were during the National League. We were very heavily hit with injuries, and at the 60-minute stage of it, 2 or 3 games, Wexford, London, we would have been winning the games, and we just didn't finish it out because we felt the group aren't robust enough. They're not just up to the conditioning levels of this 70-minute game yet. So that's what we're aiming to get them towards.
I think Paul Kelly mentioned that at the end of last year, the conditioning. I think you might mention it before. What needs to happen between now and, I suppose, January or the league next year to build that up?
Well, look, we probably need to start. The lads didn't start till December. We're a new group, a new management group. So we'll be touching base with the lads over the summer when their club championship finishes. We'll be trying to get them back as early as possible. Try and get them into their gyms and get them back running, doing a bit, and have them ready for the first round of the league. You start on the 7th of December last year, and then you have 5 days off again over Christmas. So you have 2 weeks to train. New group, new management. It makes it very difficult, and about 3 or 4 weeks later you're playing in a National League, the first round, and we weren't very challenge friendly last year. Not many teams wanted to play us, so hopefully they will next year. I'm putting the call out there now. All right.
Thanks for
All right, thanks
for everything over there.
I would.
You're very welcome.
And look,